book.
Have you guys seen Troy? Usually he's here.
Yeah, I know. He could have filled us in on when Donkey Story was going to be officially released. I don't know where he is.
Me neither.
The last anyone knew of him, he was at the school late at night looking for his grandma.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like Troy.
I wonder where Joey is. I really want to see what book he's recommending this time.
Yeah.
Me too. So I'm gonna go look for him.
Wait, no! There are evil things out there. Wicked, reanimated corpses.
Sinister zombie cats!
Bloodthirsty zombie dogs!
You haven't been reading Stephen King, have you?
I've read some.
Well, don't read anymore. Man, Joey better not recommend another Stephen King book. Those things are scary. I've never read those books, but, I mean, judging from the title, I assume they're scary.
Joey! I think we should see what's going on.
Well, now that we've all calmed down, Hunter, don't worry, you will get to read the book at some point. Allow me to introduce Pet Sematary.
He acts as if the book is a real person. That's how much he loves it. Right?
Whoa, bud! Whoa, 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 whoa! No! You need to calm down!
Look at the back.
Did you say to look at the back?
Yeah, look at the back.
The most frightening book Stephen King has ever written.
I like scary books.
Well, if that is the case, Hunter, my friend, then you must certainly read it. This is the book for you. But
Yay.
I'm afraid not at this very moment.
Must have book.
All right, my friend, relax. How about some nice soothing music? No. Pierce, you've read this book, right?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It is beautifully written. Of course we don't get much of the scary stuff until farther into the book. But Stephen King does a good job with the suspense leading up to the climax. This book has a creepy, weird atmosphere, then a depressing, sad grief story, and then the terrifying ending.
Over the course of a few hundred pages, Stephen King tells us the story of the Creed family, getting us to know them quite well. They have just moved to a new house in the town of Ludlow, Maine, where their neighbor, Judd Crandall, shows them a pet cemetery in the woods near their house, where kids bury their dead pets.
This stirs up death and grief in the Creed household.
This book is not just scary, it's depressing. It was so depressing, Stephen King was actually reluctant to publish it. Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that so crazy, though?
Crazy!
That's so crazy!
Crazy! Eventually, Louis Creed, the father of the Creed family, discovers a dark secret about the Pet Sematary.
A Native American burial ground. And if you bury things up there, like...
No! Don't tell them! That's a spoiler!
That's a very scary cover.
I know, right? It's such a beautiful cover. I mean, look at this edition. It's so old and... it smells so... It's like one of those like old books from the basement. I love that old smell. Oh. I want the book! All right, fine. Here you go. I'm a dog!
That's it for Joey's Book Corner. Keep reading.